Hello, everyone. News Channel 3, Chief Meteorologist Keith Thompson here with the Facebook and YouTube live update on this night after Christmas. This year, that's also known as a Friday night. I don't know about you, but my days are all out of whack, and I didn't even have a day off this week. But I think because of the holiday and because of the way everybody's mood goes from Christmas Eve to Christmas Day and now to the day after Christmas, maybe the fact that it's Friday gets overshadowed just a little bit. But yes, it is a Friday night. So not only are we now still sort of in the glow of Christmas Day, it's first day of Kwanzaa, by the way, but also we have a weekend here. And so I hope everybody's enjoyed the holiday so far. And I hope that you had this weekend off too. Maybe you were able to extend the holiday weekend and turn it into a 4-dayer. That's pretty good. I can tell you this, I'm already looking ahead to next year because I know that Christmas is on Friday next year. And so I can smell a 3-day weekend coming up, right? I hope anyway. Andy, happy Friday to you too. Thank you for being here. And again, I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. And I hope that you're having, in the present tense, a great holiday season as we're still in the middle of it. To me, it sort of all starts, as you know, with Thanksgiving. Then we have Black Friday. Then there's that shopping frenzy time. And then it's Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And now we have New Year's Eve that's coming up next Wednesday night and next Thursday, New Year's Day. I can't believe 2025 is about done. Quite a year, right? Chris, hello to you in Coopersville. Jesse from the Berg, thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. Carla, raining in West Portage. You know, we got some of that light mist going on out there right now. And I think, some of that might linger for Saturday morning. Just sort of damp. And we continue to be warmer than average. You see what I have here as far as our rundown goes, our docket, if you will. I'm going to squeeze myself back just a little bit so I can show you what we're looking at. It's a quiet Saturday. There's not a lot going on. And so, really after we got through with that freezing rain threat, which didn't materialize for much of West Michigan. I got to tell you, the models were pretty much on it. I think I said this last night, if you were to draw a line from Muskegon to about Ionia, down to Lansing, and then curving on down to Coldwater, that area northeast, cutting through Marshall, that area northeast, that line in northeast is where it was going to be a little more impactful. Southwest of that line would be more rain and not as impactful with the freezing rain. And sure enough, that's what it is. Photographer Bryce up in Mecosta County sent us some photos there of some pretty thick ice that had collected on some of the branches and some of the trees up there. I'm going to share one or two of those pics on my Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and whatever else, pages, X, tonight, and also try to share some of that on the air. Raining in the Berg. Jesse, thanks so much. I went out to grab a bite real quick in between newscasts there about an hour ago, and a little bit of light rain mist, if you will. That's what was going on whenever I was out. Joanne, miserable, wet, rainy afternoon. Susan, if we were 10 degrees colder, of course, we would have added some snow to the ground, right? But we weren't, and so we didn't. Susan, hello to you in Lawton. Stacy, it has been a dreary day for sure. I got to tell you, I think tomorrow is going to be somewhat dreary as well. Things will start to change on Sunday, but then it's going to be wet. We're talking really wet. I'm looking at the GFS model here, calling for during the day Sunday, from early Sunday afternoon to late Sunday night, the potential for 1.5 inches of rain. I think we are going to get a soaker, and we might even have a rumble or two of thunder. That's suggested by the forecast model as well. I'm looking at the NAM, and it doesn't go quite as far. I don't think it goes far enough to give me a good read, at least on the model output that I have here. Yeah, it stops short just a little bit. We're going to get a soak for sure. No, this is not going to freeze tonight. Ben, thanks from the Thumb region. Thanks. You got it there. You got some of that ice, right? You got some of that ice. And I don't know if you caught me on our sister station there last night doing the weather on WEYI over there on channel 25. Joanne, will this freeze tonight? No, I don't think so. I think we're going to stay a little bit above freezing. So I don't anticipate this being a big problem. And then we're going to warm up pretty rapidly, I think, tomorrow morning, too, post-sunrise. Delane, hello to you. Good evening. Vicky, happy Friday to you, too. Antho, a lot of ice this morning. Okay. Up around Whitehall, yes. Muskegon, remember that line that I drew yesterday? Muskegon, curving over to Ionia, down to Lansing, Marshall, Coldwater, Northeast. So, Antho, yeah. And by the way, that's the forecast models were pretty consistent in showing that for a good 24 to 48 hours. What am I thinking for Monday in Battle Creek? Martin, I don't think Battle Creek is going to be a huge issue. I do think that there'll be some snow, but I think the bigger problem is going to be closer to the lake. I think you're going to be far enough east, but it's going to be windy and cold, so there still could be some slick spots on the road. So that's my thought right now for Monday in Battle Creek. But bundle up. I'll show you why in just a few moments. Jesse, yeah, no snow days out there. I'm happy to say that. That does give us a break. Marcia, the temp on Sunday, I think we're going to get up to around 50, between 55 and 60. I'll just give you that range, between 55 and 60. And I think you could make an argument for closer to 60 than 55. I got 56 going right now. It's going to go 57, 55 to 60. That's 20 degrees to 25 degrees warmer than average, which is pretty stout, pretty doggone stout. That's what I think we're looking at for the temp on Sunday afternoon. That'd be Sunday afternoon. Sunday night, it starts to drop in a hurry. I think that cold front comes through around sunset, maybe a little afterward. And then by Monday morning, you're going to be like, what happened to the 50s? As we're going all the way down into the middle 20s. It's not quite as cold as had been earlier projected by the forecast models, but it's still going to be quite windy, and it's going to be quite a change as well. Let's see. Hello to you, Jeanette, in Coldwater, rather. Thanks for checking in. Jeff, Happy New Year to you, too. Ben, lots of ice where you were. Yeah, oh, yeah, over on the east side, for sure, in the thumb. I knew that was going to be a big issue over there. Again, the forecast model suggested that, and they were on the money. Coldwater, a dreary Friday for sure, but yeah, no ice. These temperatures are warmer. So for Coldwater, for example, the threat went a little bit longer than it did, let's say, for Kalamazoo or Allegan or Battle Creek. But yeah, it started to warm up. Yeah, it's misty out there, Carla. That's what I encountered anyway. Hello, Lori in Galesburg. Always good to see you. Appreciate it, Joanne. Inch and a half of rain would be about a foot of snow. You're right. So it would be a lot of snow, right? Ojo, hello to you. Happy holidays to you too, Anthony or Antho. Thank you so much. I appreciate that very much. Judy, hello to you. And Martin, you're very welcome. All right, let's move on. Before I lose my peeps here who are saying, come on, do the weather. Storm on Sunday. We could have a thunderstorm in the last couple of days of 2025. It can happen. Not severe. Is it likely? I don't think it's likely, but I will say that it's on the menu. It could be on the menu there. And we say hello, old man winter, because we're going back to the Arctic zone. Here you'll see what I mean as I look at these high temperatures for the weekend and into next week. Yeah, look at that. Now tomorrow, mainly cloudy, pretty dreary like today, overcast. Mist, maybe, we still might have a little bit of a mist going on, but I think just mainly cloudy. I could see in the afternoon where we might pop a little sun out. Highs will be in the low 40s. But to me, the takeaway about Saturday's weather is that it's going to be pretty quiet. Jesse, how bad Monday for the Berg? Just windy and cold, a little bit of snow. I don't think it's going to be debilitating snow, let's say in Vicksburg. We'll keep an eye on it, though, because it is going to be a northwest flow. And as you know, that can sometimes target Vicksburg, Schoolcraft, even Constantine, southward there, Three Rivers with a snow band or two. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. We're still a couple of days out. Believe me, we'll be monitoring that all weekend. But it's going to be very cold. It's going to be cold, but very windy on Monday. That's what we're looking at all around. Finally get rid of the snow and the ice. Yeah. Hey, look. Tomorrow, of course, we've been melting that snow for quite a while now. Tomorrow we'll melt a little more of it. And then Sunday, it might even challenge the minor parking lot piles. And that's impressive. David, thanks very much. Ojo, I appreciate that. David, no ice at your house this morning. Yeah. And again, you're right. You mentioned that last night. And I think you're on target there as well. About, Holland and Western Ottawa, really even pretty much all of Ottawa County, certainly Allegan County, under that advisory. Robert, long time. Thanks for being here. You're not in Tejas right now? I did have a good Christmas. I hope you did too. Hope and Three Rivers, thanks. Represent St. Joe County. Lily, good evening to you. John and Manistee, always good to see you. Thanks so much. Wilson, a beautiful day. You must be on vacation or something somewhere else. Timmy, Battle Creek, you're very welcome. Next few days, looking a little bit ugly there. And Ken, good to see you too. I did have a great Christmas. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. After January 2nd, you can turn the heat on. Okay. Well, hopefully we won't have any thunder there, Jesse. Oh, okay. Back to Springfield. All right. Thanks for the update, Robert. All right. You see what we got going on. Saturday, quiet, 42 degrees. Our typical high is 35, so a little warmer than average. Sunday, wild warm up. Rain heavy at times, especially from late morning. I'm going to take you hour by hour. Don't worry. I got you hour by hour coming up. And then, boy, the temps just crash. I mean, crash. When does it start? Likely Sunday evening. I think we might hold off on that until, let's see, the big crash. It's going to be Sunday night. Sunday night. So Sunday afternoon, early Sunday evening, still mild, wet. You go to bed, you get up. Monday morning, you're going to be like, what happened? What happened? Deb, hello to you. And Sherry, thanks for being here. Gusts to 40, especially Monday. I mean, this area of low pressure is just really tightly wound. It's going to be moving up across from west to east to our north. It's going to be bringing that cold air in with a lot of wind, especially so on Monday. Gusts to 40 on Tuesday. That might be a little bit more of a stretch. But Monday, oh yeah, I can tell you already, we're going to be in Herbie Kirby alert land for Monday and Tuesday. Monday might be even a level 4. Tuesday, I can see backing it down to a 3. But the takeaway there, windy and colder on Monday with some lake effect snow showers. Tuesday, not quite as windy, still a stout breeze and cold temperatures. Morning lows, I'm glad there's not going to be any bus stop weather next week. Morning lows, Tuesday and Wednesday, morning wind chills, I should say, are going to be around 0 to the lower single digits. Let's see what else I got. Oh, okay, Wilson. In Portage. Glad you don't work for 2 weeks. Let's see, Wilson. The roads were not icy as predicted. No, not as icy. In some areas. In some areas they were. Jesse, not bad tomorrow. Thanks, Cal. I appreciate that very much. Trash day Tuesday. Uh-oh. Oh, no. If you've got trash day, I got trash day on Monday. Ooh, boy. So I'll have to maybe put a brick in Herbie there to make sure he doesn't blow away. All right, let's move on. See what else we got going on. Let's go hour by hour. This is what you want to see right here. We start the clock 11 o'clock tomorrow night because between now and then, there's nothing going on. Yeah, we got a little mist out there right now. I think we'll stay above freezing. The forecast models really are going about 33 to 36, so I don't think we have a problem there. And then Saturday's quiet. So we're going to start our clock tomorrow night at 11. Sunday morning by 7, starts to get a little bit breezy. We start to see a little rain. Temperatures, look at that, in the lower 40s for the most part, even mid-40s. South Haven at 46, Benton Harbor, Dowagiac, Niles. Now watch what happens between 7 a.m. and noon. Boom. Whoa, here comes the rain. Again, Eurythmics. 50 in Kalamazoo, mid-40s, GR, Holland, Lansing at 43. That rain just keeps coming through. So particularly Sunday afternoon, I think it's going to be really wet. And then it moves out. Things get a little quiet. And then at 11 o'clock Sunday night, you're thinking, wow, this isn't too bad. It's still 45 to 50. The rain's winding down, but the wind will shift. And instead of that warmer southeast wind that'll be blowing in here on Sunday, those winds will turn on us just like I was going to say a bulldog, but I don't want to criticize bulldogs. It's going to come after us, right? It's going to come after us. So watch what happens as we go from Sunday 11 p.m. to Monday morning at 7 a.m. whoa, what happened? We've dropped about 20 degrees. And then by noon on Monday, here comes some snow. And I think everybody's going to be getting some. How much on Monday? Like I said, I could see maybe a couple of inches out of this. Maybe a couple of inches out of this, and then a little bit more Monday evening into Tuesday because of the enhancement, thanks to Lake Michigan. So that's sort of what we're looking at there. I missed some comments. I apologize for that. So I'll try to catch up here a little bit. Melody, hello to you. Wilson, there you go. That's right. Stacy, don't want it to be winter again. Oh, I got some bad news. Wait till you see the 7-day. Michigan is being moody. That's true. That's true. Brandon, please bring us 5 major snowstorms, 1 major ice storm. No, I can't do that, Brandon. I don't want to do that. Have a good weekend to you too, Sherry. Always good to see you there from the east side, holding down the fort in Belleville. I do appreciate that. Let's see. Dennis fighting a nasty cold. I'm so sorry about that. I'd rather, cold or warm. I understand, but we're on that roller coaster, right? Gonna need to plow Monday. Will you need to plow in Marshall? I don't, a couple of inches. So maybe. I don't think it's going to be heavy duty, but stay with us on that. We still have a couple of days. Well, not really. We only have 2 days on that. No, 3 days on that, right? Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday. Yeah. Wilson, good night to you. Thank you so much. So that's what we have looked at on our hour by hour. The fog was a little bit more of an issue a little bit earlier this evening. Still is in Fremont, just over a mile of visibility. Sturgis, Three Rivers, Coldwater looking at about 2 to 3. You can see Kalamazoo and Battle Creek about 4 to 5. So there's a little fog out there. It goes along with that mist that's going on. Temperatures are above freezing, except when you get well above or well north of I-96. So Fremont, Big Rapids, there could be some more icing coming up on the roadways. But for the rest of West Michigan, I think we're going to stay above the freezing mark. They're all quiet on live Doppler radar, so let's move on to that 7-day forecast. Sue, hello to you in Parma. Thanks for checking in. Chris, I did have a good Christmas, and I hope you did too. Thank you so much. Thanks for the thanks, Wilson. Next weekend, that's going to be days 8 and 9. You know how I feel about that. It'll be chilly. It'll be cold. I believe next weekend is going to be cold. Snowy doesn't look like it right now, but that's 8 days out. Well, you see next Friday, right? A week from today, a high of 20. New Year's Day is going to be really cold with a high only of 18 degrees. And with winds at about 10 to 15, we're talking about a wind chill in the middle of the afternoon on the first day of the new year of about 10. So we got some cold air coming. That's the New Year's Eve and New Year's Day outlook. New Year's Eve, right now, we could see, what's New Year's Eve? Is going to be Wednesday night, right? Yeah, looks like we could see some snow. So I would not be surprised if, in fact, right now the forecast for New Year's Day says it will start 2026 on a bit of a snowy note. Hey, maybe 2-4 inches of snow. It's a little bit far out there, but I could see maybe a 2 to 4 incher coming for us with this shot of cold air on Thursday, New Year's Day, next week. Something to keep in mind, right? We'll put a bug in the ear, as I like to say. We'll address that early next week or over the weekend. Colin, will be here over the weekend. Thanks, Ron, for that. I appreciate it. Good evening to you. Corrine, hey, thanks for being here. And thanks for the thanks. Don says, stay off the road. Katie, hello to you. Thanks for the thanks. Going to pull outside Christmas inside for the freeze hits. Oh, yeah. I don't know when I'm going to pull my Christmas stuff down, but it probably won't be this weekend. That's for sure. I should do a poll on that. When does everybody start taking all their decorations down, right? That's the outlook for New Year's Day and New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Vicky, I hope that helps. I know downtown, of course, Kalamazoo and downtown GR and other, by the way, municipalities in our area have New Year's Eve festivities that are outdoors. I know that Kalamazoo and GR both have outdoor parties that culminate with a ball a la what's going on in New Year's Eve, in Times Square. And so I can tell you right now, if you're planning to go to one of those, could be a little bit of snow, but I can tell you one thing that there will be, and that it's going to be cold. So just prepare for that. It's going to be cold. Wish Mother Nature would make up her mind, Craig. It wouldn't be Michigan then, right? You're right. That's what Timmy says. Beverly, Thanks. I hope you had a good Christmas too. I did. I had a great Christmas. Thank you so much. Trenton, Monday morning, afternoon commute looking. Merry Christmas to you, by the way. I think we're going to have snow showers. What do you say? Monday morning, Monday afternoon commute. It's going to be snowy, windy, and cold. Snowy, windy, and cold on Monday. Yeah, 18, Stacy, for the high on New Year's Day. And that's just the air temp. It's going to be colder with the wind chill. Andrea, hello to you. And Shannon, I hope you enjoy your weekend too. Scott's is in the house. Andrea, thanks for representing. And Joanne, can we trade this weekend for next? I don't know if they'll let us do that. Ken, what's the weather going to be for Tuesday of next week? Not too bad for going to the airport. Not too bad for going to the Detroit airport. It's going to be cold, but you got your heater on in your car, so you'll be all right. Decorations down tomorrow, Wilson. All right. Lori, again, thanks for being here. And Sarah, hey, good to see you. I never posted that picture. I apologize. I'm still going to do that. Oh, happy Boxing Day. I didn't even say that. Happy Boxing Day to those who celebrate. Our friends in Canada, our friends across the pond there in Great Britain. Boxing Day. I have to say, as a kid, it took me a long time to figure out that had nothing to do with like Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, or Joe Frazier. Marissa, only one Michigan. That's right. That is true, Michigan. Hey, Beverly, thanks for checking in Jonesboro. It's 75 today. Yeah, you're going to get some of that chill that we're going to be getting on Monday. You're going to be getting it there on Nettleton as well. At Craighead County. I'll give you that. Represent Craighead County there in Arkansas. Beverly, thanks so much for that. All right, everybody, I'm going to skate on out of here. I have overstayed my welcome. It's 9:42, so in 18 minutes, I'll be live on Arc West, Michigan, and at hour 18, I'll be live on the Mothership News Channel 3, but you got a good look at the WeatherGuard 7-day forecast there. Again, tomorrow is quiet. Enjoy the tranquility. The weather starts to ramp up on Sunday, and then Monday and Tuesday, hello. Old Man Winter coming back with a vengeance, and then a reinforcing shot of cold air just in time to kick off 2026. All right, everybody, have a great, great night tonight. Thank you for being here. Don't forget, I'm on Facebook, WWMT's Keith Thompson. I'm on Instagram, Threads, YouTube, and X, at Weatherman Keith, the @ symbol, and Weatherman Keith, all lowercase, all one word. Our website, www.mt.com/weather for weather updates. And also, don't forget our free weather app. Hey, this is the time to have our free weather app. You can track wind chill, advisories, snow, all of that. And it's free. So give it a try. If you don't like it, you can get rid of it. It doesn't cost you a dime. Let's see who else. Judy, good night to you. Dawn, good evening to you. Thank you for being here. Dawn, Happy New Year to you too. I hope to see you though before New Year's. I'll be here all next week as well. Joanne, hope you have a great night as well. Merry Christmas to you too. Lily, thank you so much. And happy Kwanzaa to you. I am wearing, by the way. Oh, that's my badge. There you go. My Kwanzaa tie. So happy Kwanzaa to you too, Lily. Thank you so much. Hey, my good buddy, Colin Rogers will be here tomorrow morning with live updates starting at 6 a.m. Quiet day tomorrow, but he'll give you the latest. He's on live from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. with live weather updates. Then good old Daddy Will is back in the house for tomorrow evening. And then we'll do the same drill on Sunday, and then I'll be back to join you on Monday. I'll be trying to check in with some updates on my Facebook page, especially, but also on Instagram and Twitter, X, over the weekend. All right, everybody, have a great night. Be safe and get some rest. I hope you can recuperate from the holiday season and take a nice, restful weekend. Good night, everybody.